Hello guys, welcome to HRL Season 6. This is the first wildcard race, Cobra compound. Gonna be Moto 2 here. Let's take a look at the starting order, see how it compares to last Moto. A bit different here. God, Turkey's pissing me off. Justice on the very inside gate, then Luke, Roman, and Turkey, just again being a redotted. Let's see. Come on. Okay, so it's Elite, and then Hunter. And then over here we got Shift, I believe that's Phil, Sector, Camby, Vulcan. And then on the very outside, Armada had one of the, I've never seen this glitch happen before, so I don't know what caused it at all. I wish I knew, but I have no idea. There's just like an invisible barrier stuck in front of the gate, I guess. So he's going to be starting on the outside, and he's just going to go when he sees the gate drop, and hopefully it ends up being, not really an advantage. I don't think it will be, because he's not going to be able to jump the gate here. He's going to have to go when it drops, so he's going to put him on an even playing field. And it also kind of sucks because, like I said, he has to come from the outside, so in many ways he's at a disadvantage here. But there's your starting order for Moto 2. Going to get it underway here soon. Let's get out of the frame so you can actually see Armada there, see how well he comes into the pack. But like I said, start's very important. Here we go, green flag. And it looks like Hunter far and away with the best start there. Ooh, some collisions already in the first corner as per usual. And Roman getting into the tire. That's going to be rough. He's going to fall way back. Vulcan and Luke, the two of the competitors. Oh, Hunter going down in the first rhythm, and that's going to slow up Vulcan, and there goes Luke on the inside. This is going to be close. Trying to go for the lead. Vulcan there in third, and Hunter's going to get the clear. Luke doesn't, but Hunter, just like Roman in the last Moto, hits that rut at the exact wrong way, goes down, and that's really going to hurt his race, and that's going to throw Luke and Vulcan, two of the main competitors for the overall here, into 1 and 2 early in this race. And this, the person the eyes are all on right now is really Roman, because he, we would think, is going to be the main competitor with Luke for this overall, seeing as he got second last Moto, so he's in the best opportunity to compete for the overall and steal it here. Needed a good start, and Roman's start last Moto was good, but obviously not as good as Luke's, and then in this Moto, Roman's start was just bad. It was just a bad start. Well, it wasn't that bad, but then he got forced into the tire, and that was pretty much it. So he had like decent starts both motos. Going down there. He had decent starts both motos, but this one, right after the first section right here, it just all went to cheese. And interestingly enough, he's going to opt to try to clear the double here. Does not end up clearing. He probably could have gained a lot of time if he actually cleared it. But right now, at the conclusion of your first lap, it's Luke, Vulcan, and is that Phil? I think it's Phil in third. Armada with an early fourth. And it's like the positions are swapping here, but it's like Shift and Turkey in a battle for fifth. And Roman's right on the outside of that, and he definitely needs to get in this top 5 fast. I would say by the end of this lap. I know that's going to be like a lot of moves right here, but he needs to get in the top 5 fast if he still wants to have a chance at this W. Shift's going to go down there. That's going to help him out. Gets an easy pass. Oh, there it is. The Goomba Stomp rollover pass. I think that might have been Hunter on Turkey. Turkey's getting bidsed. He doesn't like it because he's bad at it. A little rough in that section. Yeah, Turkey's definitely going to get the pass there. And Roman with a ton of speed also going to take advantage and pass, who I definitely think is Hunter there over Elite. Because again, like I said, the armor cheese, sometimes hard to figure out. Ooh, Turkey getting loose. Hunter getting loose. Oh, man, that's a horrible place to go down right there. Yeah, both drivers not going to have an easy time recovering. But, I mean, Roman pretty much pulled off what he needed to pull off. He's, it wasn't very pretty, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, yeah, he is in the top 5 now. Phil goes down. Phil's going to lose this podium spot right there to Armada. But Armada also with a rough run through the rhythm section. Roman hits it very clean that lap, and well, till the end there, but relatively clean that lap. He went for the triple, and just couldn't get it at the end, but still overall a faster run than the drivers in front of him. And again, if he wants to compete for this W, I think he needs to get by these two, get into podium position in the next 2 laps if he wants to compete for this. He's got to make moves fast. Decides to roll the rollover. And, you know, it's really not that much slower to roll it. Like, when you watch drivers, like, do it side by side, it might even... Oh, no, that is big. Armada and Phil both go down. Is Armada going to get stuck? Oh, that was close. But, yeah, in the next one lap, it's going to happen. Roman already in podium position. I just get a follow. Thanks for the follow, somebody. Oh, let me see that name on screen. Data646563, thanks for the follow. I could just faintly hear that in my headset. Alright, my ears are ringing now, what the heck. Anyways, Luke's still off with the lead, now has about a section lead on Vulcan. Vulcan going for that second overall, and Vulcan, I don't think he can gain any points positions off the top of my head in the wildcard night. The main thing Vulcan can do, though, is, you know, just make a statement for the grand finals, really. Just put in a good performance, get some extra points, and put in what I think might be, I'd have to double check this, but what I think might be one of his best seasons points-wise so far. It's hard to compare because a lot of the seasons have different amounts of rounds. We usually switch up the amount of rounds every season or every other season, so, you know, it's hard to compare, like, how good a season is season to season, because you can't just do it straight up off of points. Also, you know, there's changes in rules every season, like, for example, the bonus points this season we have scrapped, so that's another thing. You know, past seasons have bonus points, that's a little bit of a boost there that might make your season look better. Did I just get another follow? But yeah. Oh, it's Vulcan. Wow, thanks Vulcan. Whatever. I know you just unfollowed me and followed me to have that show up on screen. That's cool. Anyways, I think I still have Vulcan and Turkey banned in chat. Anyways, oh, big mistake there out of Luke. Or is it a big mistake, though? Still, like, he gained enough on Vulcan that lap to the point where his mistake ended up, like, putting him back to the same gap he was just at the lap before, if that makes sense. So, like, when you're gaining that much lap by lap, making a quick mistake like that isn't going to matter too much, especially when everybody is making mistakes out here. So, you know, it's all about just being the most consistent overall and making the least mistakes, because it's not like that's the only mistake you'll see the rest of this race out of Luke. I'm sure you'll see more mistakes out of him. You'll probably see more mistakes out of Vulcan and Roman too, because this track is just treacherous and every driver is constantly screwing up. We've been seeing that through each moto so far, and through the heat races and semis as well. I have those on stream in the archives if you guys want to check those out, because those were actually pretty entertaining. Especially with the comps, it was just hilarious. But yeah, this track, it is just hard to run clean laps on here, and honestly, we're going to see a ton more mistakes before this race is over. And I think we're a little bit over halfway here, a little bit over halfway. So still quite a bit of time to go. Let's get an update on our gaps. So there's Roman, he's third. So fourth is Armada still holding on to fourth, and Turkey fifth, and Hunter 6th. So I think we might see a good battle between these drivers. They're all pretty close in speed. They got some gaps right now, but give it some time, wait for a couple mistakes to come out, and I think we might see some battles. Like right there, Armada makes a mistake. He kind of OJ'd that first rhythm after the finish. Now let's see how they do in this rhythm. This is the most important one on track. Roman kind of screws it up that lap. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Roman didn't run it that bad. Armada runs it decent, but Turkey just hit. He must have hit the fast line. Hunter screws up in the back, but yeah, Turkey must have hit the fast line that lap. He was blazing through there. Definitely gained a ton of time on Armada, ripping that rut into the sand. Turkey trying to make fat gains here, and he's all over Ramda. I think Ramda might lose this spot here. Oh, tree! God dang it! Ramda's going to opt for the Goomba Stomp line. Turkey's going to opt to roll it. And like I said, it evens out pretty well, honestly. It evens out pretty closely. I don't think it's too bad for Turkey to take that line. Armada screws up, but he screws up right in front of Turkey. That's the perfect place to do it. Turkey to the outside. Great battle right here for fourth. Oh, Turkey with the crossover. This is a great battle. These guys just going back and forth each section. Turkey tries to do a crossover again. Wasn't able to pull it off. He's doing a great job staying in that battle. And let's stay on these guys, because I think this battle might continue, because Turkey was way faster in that big rhythm than Ramda last time. So let's see if he can keep that up this time. Oh, Ramda, that's not where I expected this battle to end. Ramda with an unfortunate mistake there at the end of the rollover. That just, that just sucks for him. And Turkey, it wouldn't have mattered because Turkey nailed the triple that time. Great job out of Turkey. If he wasn't such a readout on his starts, he might have had a chance at like getting top threes, honestly. He might have had a chance at getting top threes in either of these motos, but he just decided to be dumb on the starts. So, that's him just being dumb. Classic Turkey. And it's gonna be Ramda still holding on the top 5 though over Hunter, and Hunter with another mistake. It's gonna take some hot mistakes out of Ramda to lose this top 5 because Hunter's been making a ton himself. Let's go over here. What's going on over here? What are these positions? I can't even tell. These are like some pretty far back positions here. Justice is right there. I think he's not running as good of a second moto as he had in the first moto. What did he finish in the first moto again? Justice had a 6th place in the first moto. It looks like he's not doing as good here, but again, there are more riders in this moto, so that could affect it. And yeah, as you can see, Luke's really opened up this gap in the last couple laps. We've been watching the other battle. He's definitely gained like another section on Vulcan, and Vulcan and Roman's gap, I can't tell if it's gotten. I honestly don't know. It kind of looks the same to me. Maybe Vulcan gained a little bit because Roman hasn't been hitting that rhythm section as well. It's hard to tell. I don't know. I think Vulcan might have stretched that gap a little bit. But yeah, Justice, we'll just have to wait and see to the end because, like I said, more drivers, so maybe he's having a better moto than it looks. And obviously, I mean, it looks like there's a few positions in front of him he could gain, so still time for that. And then you have Camby in this moto, who I haven't mentioned much. I think Luke's about to lap him here. I think so. Yep, that's definitely Camby. Oh, and this is a big opportunity for Vulcan, Roman, because Luke's got a huge lap driver pack coming up very soon here within the next lap or so. So this could be a big opportunity here for them to gain time on him. So let's follow him throughout this. They're making tons of mistakes. Luke's going to opt to go for the inside this time. This is going to be close. And he's just going to edge his way around them. Still has Phil on his inside, so not quite through the lapper pack yet. But Phil's going to case the triple, took that inside too hard, and Luke's going to get through the lapper pack. So that really sucks for second and third because that was like their big opportunity to possibly gain a ton of time. To be honest, look at that gap. It probably wouldn't have been that much time. Plus Vulcan screws up the rhythm section that lap. So even if Luke got messed up there, it probably wouldn't have mattered anyways because the gap is so big. But like I said, that's your one like opportunity here. We're getting really close to the end of this race. Holy crap, we're close to 2 to go here actually. So that was like a big opportunity for them, and it's just a wash now. So now it's pretty much just going to come down to if Luke can run 2 like average laps, then this race will probably be over. And honestly, Vulcan probably has Roman for sure as well. He's been holding on to that gap. So right there is 2 to go. 2 laps left in this race. What the heck happened there? So while Luke's going around for the second lap to go, I want to try to find top 5. Try is the key word. So Turkey's still 4th. And it looks like Ramda is still 5th. Looks like Ramda is still 5th over Hunter at the moment. Doing a nice job trying to hold on to another top 5 finish for him, which would be his 3rd this season, I believe. So yeah, Ramda, just slow and steady trying to get back into the rhythm of Halo racing. Like I said, he only had 1 win on Halo 5 before he had to quit, but he only got to do 1 season, and his 1 win came at the end of that season. So, who knows what potential we could have saw there if he could have actually raced another season or 2. But it's nice to have him back, and he's definitely getting into the rhythm here. Interestingly, he's actually looked better on Supercross so far from what I've seen. Like his best finishes and his best performances, like he was really fast on Salt Lake. His qualifying time and just his speed in the race, he made mistakes. That's why he didn't have good finishes on Salt Lake. But in terms of just pure speed, he was actually really fast there as we come to the white flag. So that's the interesting thing. I thought, okay, Armada's going to come back. He's going to pick up GP. He's going to pick up Rallycross pretty fast, and it's going to take him a while to get used to like Supercross, stuff like that again. But it's been the opposite. It looks like it's taking him a while to really get back into the groove on GP and Rallycross. And Supercross he's actually doing pretty good at so far, at least from what I've noticed. He's been very consistent on Supercross and has had, some mistakes that have ruined his finishes, but he's had the speed for sure. And then unfortunately, Penitentiary, we only get Salt Lake and Cobra to see his performance on Supercross. Penitentiary, I believe he had to... Did he even get to race the first moto? He might have raced the first moto, but the second moto for sure I know he had to go. Not so sure about the first one. Let me check. He did race the first moto, and he got 9th in the first moto, which, not too good, but second moto could have improved, better gate pick, never get to know. So, I just think that's interesting, how, like, his, which tracks he's picking up are kind of, the opposite of what you'd think. So just a couple more sections here for Luke, and we'll be done with this second moto. Gonna come to the finish here. Pops the whip, and that's the race. Luke with the sweep on Cobra Compound. Second sweep of the season for Luke, and fourth sweep of the season in general. Yes? Fourth? Yeah. Fourth sweep of the season in general, just like for drivers. There comes Vulcan in second. So you see that was quite a beefy gap right there. Let's see who gets third. Should be Roman, right? Or sorry, I think that might have been Vulcan, actually. I think that might have been Vulcan, and then Camby was the other driver. Am I right? Yeah, that was Vulcan, my bad. That was Camby at first. So Vulcan just finished and Roman just finished. So yeah, pretty beefy gap. And then fourth. What the hell, Turkey? Come on. Alright, Turkey, quit being a dingus. Wait, what? Did Turkey lose fourth? Hold on, go back. Did Turkey just lose fourth because he did donuts? What a frickin' retard. So Turkey, thinking that he's better than he actually is coming across the finish line and decides to do what he saw Luke and Roman do in the heat race, which was pop some donuts before the finish line to show off how big of a gap it was. So Turkey decides to do this. He decides to go for the donuts, but he does not have as big of a gap as he thinks. He pops an extra donut and tries to back his way into the finish line and ends up losing it at the line to Hunter. What a retard. So Hunter gets fourth, Turkey gets fifth, and Armada somehow lost sixth, or lost fifth in that last lap. We might... Whoa, what the hell? I went to Real Deal and it just froze my film. That's cool. Thanks, Real Deal, you dick. So is Armada sixth, Justice seventh, Camby eighth, Sector 9th, Phil 10th, Elite 11th, and you know what? I suppose... My film's frozen. I could just throw, because I'm recording this through OBS, I can just throw it up on screen. So here you go, guys. There's the results for both motos because I can actually show them off now. And here you got the overall results. Luke with the 34. Wow, I just realized. Kind of similar to Penitentiary, kind of. Alright, so Luke with the 34 with the overall win. Vulcan and Roman are going to tie. Vulcan's going to get the tiebreaker with that 29 points. It's going to get him his second overall finish in Supercross this season. It might be his second overall in general as well, I would think. Yeah, I think so. Unless, hold on, let me check something real quick. Genoa? No, he got second overall at Genoa as well. That might be his third second overall all season. Wow. That's crazy. 3 second overalls for Vulcan this season. Some really good performances. Turkey with the 4th overall still gets it with 25. Armada with his first, I think, 5th overall since he's came back. So he's got to be proud of that. Obviously, losing the double top 5, he's probably pretty pissed at himself for that. But you got to be happy with a first 5th overall since coming back. Hunter with the 6th overall. Not bad. Justice with 7th overall. Pretty good for Justice. Only his second race. Sector with the 8th overall. Elite with the 9th. Phil with the 10th. Camby with the 11th. And obviously Camby and Shift with only 1 start technically are going to finish a little bit farther down there in the points. So there's that. And we'll move on to Domitium next. See you guys there.